a busy guy and you're struggling to stay consistent in the gym, you don't need more motivation, you need structure. And I'm gonna give you that structure here in this video and how to do it and how to execute at a high level. Because you don't need some fancy program or some intensive method that works. What you need is simplicity that's repeatable and that you can implement on a daily basis, and you're gonna find more results. Just like I did, and I still am doing. And a part of it is not only cutting off some inconsistencies that you have and some bad discipline habits that you have, but turning on the right ones. So number one, if you're consistent in eating unhealthy, you're consistent in missing meals or eating the wrong foods, your discipline is gonna slack. Now, I'm not saying you can't ever have a cheat meal or dessert or anything like that. But if majority of your meals are missing significant nutrients and they're hard for you to stick to, bro, you're gonna slack. You're gonna slack. That's just the truth. You're missing gains and you're leaving them on the table. And you really want to have muscle, bro. If you want that six pack, you're going to eat clean whole food meals. It's not saying you can't eat out. It's just saying you're limiting and being more mindful about what you consume on a daily basis. You think you can eat cereal in the morning and get a six pack or look the best you have ever in your life. Like, bro, that sugary shit is gonna keep you at a lower potential than you could be. So dialing in your meals, okay? And I know my pops, bro, he still eats sugary cereals, and he's 56 and he's been losing weight like crazy, but he's not necessarily in the best shape of his life. You know, he could be better, and he would be better if he was on my diet. And what I was eating, what I eat is simple whole foods, right? Ground beef, eggs, tortillas in the morning, and then for lunch, chicken, rice, veggies, and then for dinner, pretty much the same thing: ground beef, eggs, and sweet potatoes. That's it. So dial in your meals, you're going to see significant changes already, because diet is 80% of it. The training is 20%. But now let's move on to the training. If you're inconsistent with your training and you're not pushing yourself with conviction in the gym, and you're not training till failure, you're not giving it your all, brother, you're leaving so much on the table. So much. You could be so much further in your fitness journey. You can have that six pack if you want, and you can look the best you ever have, but you can't be slacking off in the gym. And I know you're slacking off in the gym if you're slacking off in your meals, because how you do anything is how you do everything to some degree. So you have to push yourself in the gym, even when nobody's watching. Bro, you have to push yourself. That's the most important time. So when you're tracking your weight, right? I use an Excel sheet. It's very basic. I use a simple tracker. I can put in right here so you can see it, steal it, take it, copy the format, track your weight, and use it to leverage so you know what you did last time and what you're doing this time. And I want you to hit the gym every single day. Every single day. You don't have to push yourself to the max every single day. Sundays are kind of the recovery day. You go, you move your body, it's agility. But this is routine. This is a lifestyle. Okay, some days, yeah, maybe you add on to it even. You go for a run. Maybe some days you play a sport. Maybe some days you're doing some different type of cardio. But you're in the gym. You're moving your body every single day with weights, and that is gonna change your mindset to, this is my lifestyle now. I don't miss a day in the gym. Even if I don't have a gym, I'm still doing push-ups, burpees, crunches. I go for a little run. That's the lifestyle. That's just how I live, and I wouldn't want to live without it. You know, I still move my body, and I feel terrible if I don't. And I understand that, because if you're not growing, you're dying. And I could do this 365 days. I don't need an off day. I'm good. And if by chance, for some reason, I don't hit the gym, I don't move my body, I'm sick, whatever, you know, whatever reason, I can't go anywhere, I'm injured, bro, for that week that I'm unable to lift or unable to grow, bro, I get so much momentum it's not stopping me. Plus my meals are still dialed, bro. I have so much momentum. My six-pack isn't going away in a week. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna revert back to that person in a week. It doesn't happen like that. For 365 days, if you're dialed, and then for the next 10 days of that 365, you're undialed for whatever reason, you're not going to lose all your momentum. But momentum is harder to gain than it is to lose. So we've covered 2 topics so far, all right? We've decided that it is not your discipline and you are not lazy, but you're disciplined in the wrong things and being inconsistent. So you fix 2 main things, which is your eating habits. You dial those in, and then you dial your lifting habits. You make it routine to eat clean whole foods, and you make it routine to move your body with weight, with resistance every single day in some form or fashion. If you do those 2 things, you're gonna see massive change. Massive change. Now, one other thing I wanna add, the third thing I wanna add that's gonna help you so much on your journey. Brother, if you're working long days, you're in the gym, you're eating right, you're building businesses, you're leading teams, whatever you're doing, bro, sleep is so important. Now, I'm not saying you gotta get 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep every night, but you need to pay attention and be aware of it. Just like you don't need to never ever have a dessert again, like in your food, or never ever miss a workout session again. But I'm saying, like, if you get one night's of bad sleep, bro, you're not gonna die, you know? It's not gonna ruin all your gains. But if you're consistently being inconsistent with your sleep, if you're consistently slacking in that area and getting shit sleep, poor sleep, your anxiety levels raise, everything else, the stress raises, the cortisol raises, you get a bunch of hormones in your body that get messed up, that don't allow you to maximize your potential in the gym, in your workspace. Then you start slacking in your diet. Then you start slacking in the gym again. Now you're back to being consistently inconsistent. This is a transformation of identity. This is how you live your life now. This is the point. It's not just a challenge. This is not just a one and done thing. No, this is your whole entire life. You are going to be a consistently disciplined person in eating the right foods, eating whole foods, not just for yourself, but for your family. You're going to be a consistently disciplined person in getting the right amount of sleep and putting yourself through routines that prepare you for that. You're going to be a disciplined person in showing up for yourself in the gym and lifting weights and pushing to your maximum capacity on most days, right? I push hard in the gym on most days. Sundays are the only days where I go, and it's very light work. It's very intentional active rest day to stretch, to move, and do some mobility work. And then it's optional to do more. It's optional to push yourself in cardio and go for a run. It's optional to play a sport, but it's not optional to train. It's not optional to eat right. It's not optional to sleep right. All right? Those are the main keys. You dial those in, brother, I swear, you are going to get a six-pack. You're going to look ripped and shredded more than you ever have. And it's so simple, and why would you not want to do this? This is your lifestyle now. This is how you live. So, bro, try it out. 3 main things to change your life. You dial in your eating habits, you dial in your sleeping habits, and you dial in your weightlifting habits. You are going to change your body in a significant way. Eat clean, whole foods, sleep good with routines that prepare you, and then lift heavy with conviction and train for 6 days out of the week with conviction, with momentum. And then for that 7th day, you still go and you still achieve a form of active rest. But this is your life now. You commit to this. And you won't want to go back once you're feeling your best every single day. You won't want to never do movement again. This is your person who you're becoming. And I promise you, you'll feel more energized. You'll feel more like yourself than ever before. You'll walk down with your beach body, your shirt off and 6-pack abs. Bro, your wife is going to love you more. Your kids are going to love you more. This is the point. and you want to be this leader for your family. You want to be this guy. Be that guy. All right, so take this information, change your life, and actually apply it. All right, actually apply it. Comment what you think, like, share, do your thing. I'm on Instagram a lot too. I'll link it into the description. Also a one-on-one link if you want to work together and we can talk about it. Just hop on a call. But boys, I'll see you on the next video. I hope you gain value from this. I appreciate y'all. God bless you.